What's up, Pokéfriends? What's up, K-Kai crew? How's it going today? Very stoked for today's episode of Pokéfriends because we have Rebecca, aka BeccaBaddest, here from TikTok and Instagram and other social media platforms that I'll be interviewing today.
Hey.
We're just gonna do some question asking and just get to know her a little bit. So without further ado, yeah, of course, always. Shall I get on with the first question?
Sure.
Alrighty. When did you first get into Pokemon?
So I first got into Pokemon, I want to say last year. Last year, March 2021, when we were missed COVID.
Yeah.
I was just scrolling on TikTok and I can't remember his name, but this guy was going to a Walmart and he was like, look, the first partner packs are out. And I was like, oh, what's that? And I jumped into the hobby the 25th year of Pokemon. So
Nice.
The year that the year of the scalpers and the year of you can't find any product in stores. So I picked a great time to try to start collecting Pokemon cards. But yeah, TikTok inspired me to, just start collecting. And then the McDonald's 25th anniversary cards, that was the first set that I got my hands on, and I actually have it completed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom helped me. She's also a collector of many other things.
Nice. Yeah. What are some of your favorite memories with Pokemon?
So
or collecting in general, whatever.
Collecting in general?
Yeah.
Well, for a short period of time, I was a part of this group called the Poke Hype House. And so we were basically a couple of creators who would come together and collab and make different videos. So our videos spanned for a little bit. We tried to do Pokemon trivia, and we tried to, I guess you could say, add to the community by making little educational videos. So we did Poke how-tos. We would do things revolving around the holidays. So we did which trainer would you pick to be your Valentine? So that was a fun little experience. I got to meet a lot of other creators that way, and I made some good friends that way. I still talk to some of them, even though we're not a group anymore.
Yeah.
And then I'd say, as far as collecting, probably pulling one of my chase cards. It's in Japanese, but it's still really cool to have. It's the alt art Blaziken from the Chilling Reign set.
I have that in Japanese too.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I feel like the Japanese cards have just so much better texture than the English cards.
Yes, I completely agree. I collect mainly Japanese as well.
That's what I want to get into. Well, after I finish getting all the Ninetales and Castform cards, that's the kind of collector I am right now. I'm just collecting the cards of the Pokemon that I really like. Nice. When I first started, I spent way too much money on Baddest Styles.
Yeah, I still spend a lot of money on cards.
Yeah, I'm trying to back.
Yeah, me too. It's so hard, Outside of Pokemon, what does a normal day in the life look for you?
So outside of Pokemon, I really like EDM music. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really big into festivals. Pre-COVID, I would go to 2 or 3 a year. And I'm not far from New York, so the Brooklyn Mirage, they host a lot of DJs throughout the summer.
Oh, cool.
I just went to one a couple weekends ago, Project Glow in DC. Okay. So that was cool. I saw Martin Garrix, Seven Lions, Cruella. I think I saw Alan Walker. So I'm big into raving. That's
nice.
My second thing. Pokemon is here, raving is right here. I've been raving for longer than I've been collecting, so it's got a special place in my heart. It's also a very welcoming and loving community to be a part of.
Definitely. I have a lot of friends who are really into raving. It was never my thing because I could never go to a concert and be there for 3 days.
It's so worth it though.
It sounds worth it, but it just sounds brutal on your body for some reason.
Yeah. You definitely need a vacation after that vacation.
Yeah.
You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah, I've always been bad at pacing myself when it comes to going to festivals or parties and stuff. So I don't know, just raving was never my thing.
No, you can go to like one day of the festival.
I could do yeah. I'll find a really mellow one and it'll be fun. Yeah. Okay.
If you go to one, you have to let me know.
Okay. I will. I will. Who is someone you really look up to in the Pokemon community? Or even like the TikTok community or the Instagram community, just like the social media community.
So one of my first friends that I made through Pokemon, his name is James Arizona.
Okay.
And he really was kind of like a mini mentor in my journey into collecting. Like we did a couple of trades with cards, and he actually helped me get into the hype house and meet other creators. And I just really admire and respect him because he's always been true to himself. He's always been community first, and just building relationships with other people.
Yeah.
He's just like such a warm and welcoming person. And I'm actually going to meet him this weekend when I go to Collecticon in Dallas. So
Oh, nice.
I'm really excited about that.
Going to Collecticon in Dallas.
I'm so excited about that. I'm going to give him the biggest hug. And yeah, he's definitely someone that if I had to pick a role model, it would be him because he's just so genuine and passionate about people, community, and Pokemon.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you know if Leonhardt's going to Collecticon in Dallas? Because I know he lives in Texas.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he showed up, but I didn't see anywhere like on Twitter or I used to watch some of his YouTube videos, but I'm not sure if he's gonna go. I mean, it'd be cool if he went.
Yeah, cool. Super cool. Who inspires you to create or what inspires you to create?
So I think just my general curiosity inspires me to create because when I jumped into the hobby, I'm like, yeah, Pokemon cards. And like, okay, like, yeah, there's a game behind the Pokemon cards. It's not, just, ooh, pretty pictures.
Yeah.
There's just so much within it as far as, video games and mobile games like Pokemon Unite and Legend of Arceus, and then we have the actual TCG, and people go to tournaments and they actually play this card game to this day. Mm-hmm. So I think just my curiosity, and I feel like I'm never gonna know enough Pokemon ever because there's like, we're getting Gen 9, so there's gonna be like 1,000 Pokemon. And I can probably, after a year of collecting, still name about 100. Like I got this Pokemon handbook so that I could learn and be a knowledgeable collector.
I was actually watching some of your TikToks of the Pokemon. I really like that.
Thank you. So I really want to be a knowledgeable collector. I don't want to just be like, oh, this card's so pretty. Yeah. I want to be able to have conversations with people and be like, yeah, I like this type because, or I like this generation more because I like having those kinds of thoughtful, in-depth conversations, even if it's just about Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. Let's see. You already touched on it, but I'm going to ask it anyways because I'll ask the second half of the question anyways. What is your favorite music group? And then the first part says genre of music, which you said.
Oh, okay. EDM. Yeah, probably EDM.
Yeah. But who is your favorite music group in EDM or in other genres, whatever you prefer?
Okay. So I think my favorite artist to see perform live is probably Martin Garrix. He just puts on like such a show, and I love basically everything he makes. Yeah. But I think my favorite artist is probably Marshmello. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the type of person who I never want to know who Marshmello is. Like, really? I want his identity to be a secret forever because he could really be anybody, and just having that like mask.
Like 10 different people.
Yeah, he can be anybody. He could be multiple people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever saw his YouTube channel, but he really tries to show appreciation for all cultures. Like I remember there was a point where he would make like dishes from different countries, and sometimes he would have people from those countries kind of like with him in the kitchen, and they would collab together.
Oh,
So I
cool.
just, yeah, I really appreciate him as an artist.
That's cool. That's a good choice. Um, I think we might know the answer to this question just based off the shirt you're wearing. But do you have a favorite anime? Or if not a favorite anime, do you have a top 3 favorite animes?
Okay, I'll say my top three because I feel like
Okay.
that's more fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Demon Slayer is actually not in my top three. I do
Oh,
like
really?
it a lot,
Okay. Okay.
but I'm trying not to be basic right now. Okay, so my number one favorite anime is Fruits Basket. I
That's good.
love Fruits Basket. Like the story just it had me in my feels, and I'm not really someone who can rewatch things, but
Yeah.
Fruits Basket definitely I can rewatch it.
What is it
I
about?
would say,
I've never heard of fruit basket.
oh, so it's okay. So it's about this girl. She's in high school and her mom passed away.
Okay.
So long story short, she was like living in a tent in the forest. She's very like humble and she doesn't want to ask anybody for help. And she just doesn't want to be a burden to others.
Yeah.
And one of her classmates like came across her tent and he was like, come stay with me. So she was like living in a house with like 3 guys and 2 of them were her classmates and they're kind of just like navigating through their friendship and then like the 2 boys like family problems in the midst of everything. So without spoiling it, I think you should watch it. It's a good watch. It's not too girly, but it's definitely like it pulls at the heart.
Okay. Word.
Yes, that's number one. Number two, I'd probably say Jujutsu Kaisen. There's just
Yeah.
something about it that is just like so fire.
Yeah.
I love it
Sure.
so much. Like all the main characters are just chef's kiss. And
Yeah.
then three, I'd say Hunter x Hunter. Is
Hunter x Hunter
probably,
is a good one.
yeah. Did you hear it's coming back?
It is?
That's what they said all over Twitter today. And it's
Oh,
like
dude.
for real this time.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. Where are they gonna like pick it back up from?
I'm not sure. I haven't read the manga. I've only seen
Yeah.
like the anime in its entirety.
Yeah.
But I would assume probably like the story would continue around Kurapika if I had to guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Let's see. Next question. Was TikTok your main social media app of choice when you began making like Pokemon content or content in general? Or did you want it to be like Instagram, or did TikTok is that just what like stuck and is what really sort of thrived at the moment?
So I saw TikTok back then as my interactive Google. I was like, I have so many questions and I know I'm going to get answers
Yeah.
because people find your stuff on TikTok, whether you want them to or not.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I remember I had like 3 Magikarp cards and I was like, hey guys, like, can you tell me the difference between these 3 cards? Like, is one of them fake? And they were like, yeah, they're from different sets. And I was like, oh, so I really saw TikTok as like, yeah, a platform to like express myself, but I also saw it as like I can get like live feedback from people
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Instagram, I feel like Instagram's really just for show. Like it's a completely different atmosphere, a completely different vibe. I feel so much more comfortable on TikTok. I feel not afraid to express myself and to make silly videos. On Instagram, I'm like, oh, I have to be prim and proper and my hair has to look great in every picture and video. But on TikTok, I feel like I can just film and do goofy stuff and it'll be received. So I appreciate TikTok.
Yeah. I didn't get into TikTok until like a year ago, I think. Like when it first came out, I was like, oh, they're just trying to be Vine, whatever. I
Same.
was a big Vine guy. I really liked Vine. And then they stopped doing Vine and I was really sad. And TikTok came along and all the Viners started doing TikTok, but I just wasn't about it at the time. And then my girlfriend was like, just download it and watch some videos. And then that night I was scrolling through and I just watched for like 2 hours straight. I just
Yeah.
got lost in the sauce.
Yeah, but like TikTok a year ago was, I feel like, so much better than it is now. Like
Really?
now it's just like, now it's so saturated with like, oh, I have a haul. Oh, this is a sponsored video.
Yeah.
Back then it was just like people doing random stuff because we're
Yeah.
all locked in our houses and people were just making like
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
most hilarious things. It was like it had that Vine energy. Now it's kind
Yeah,
of like
definitely.
commercialized.
Yeah, definitely. That happens. That definitely happens.
Yeah, we need another platform.
Yeah, not enough platforms.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, do you know how to play the Pokemon TCG?
So I know basic rules. Like I
Okay.
know active Pokemon, bench, prize cards, deck,
Yeah.
discard pile. I don't know like sleep confused, that extra stuff. I'm still
Yeah.
a little hazy on, but I am trying. I've played it with like my friends and I've taught them like the little bit that I know and we've had a
Yeah.
lot of fun playing it.
Yeah,
So
it's super fun.
yeah, so do you know how to play?
Yeah, I've been playing. I played as a kid, but not well at all. And then I just got
Mhm.
back into playing because I got into collecting again in adulthood. And then I just got back into playing with a whole bunch of my friends probably about 3 months ago.
Mhm.
And then I've just been playing like every weekend since then, and just
Sounds like
trying to make like the most meta deck that can beat anyone, or trying.
so. What does meta mean?
It means like mainstream. Yeah,
So
it's
like
like
Arceus and like
yeah,
Mew,
yep,
like that.
yeah, exactly. So just like mainstream deck sets that have like the most winning cards that you could beat someone with.
Hmm.
And then there's like anti-meta, which is like against that is like cards that like go against what the meta currently is.
Is it kind of like a troll deck or?
Not, I wouldn't say a troll deck, just like a method of beating what's the most popular deck at the time, I'd say.
Hmm.
I guess it could be troll deck because when there's a meta deck, everyone plays it.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like that's so boring.
yeah, definitely. And then there's that one guy at the tournament who has, let's call it the troll deck, and he just sweeps everyone because he
As
figured
he
out the
should.
strategy. As he should, yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I've been playing for like 3 months now, and I love it. It's super fun. I feel like my this is a little weird, but I feel like my attention span to detail is a little higher, just because as I'm playing the card game, I'm like looking for ways to beat my opponent, or looking for ways to use my ability on my card, or deciding where to put my energy for my next turn to make it more effective. So I just feel like I'm a little more attentive to details in that way too. So it's definitely helped with like my mental health too. And
Oh,
yeah, it's been super
we
cool.
should play on Zoom one day.
I'm super down. I'm
Yeah,
so down. That sounds super fun.
I'll help you get your stats up.
Down. You mentioned it earlier, but we'll just ask it again so we focus on it. What's your favorite Pokemon and why?
Okay, so I go back and forth between Castform and Ninetales.
Okay.
I want to say Castform, like his Chillin' Rain card, where he's like this tiny little this little knitted Pokemon. Like I was like, oh my god, he's so cute.
Yeah.
And then that's how like I just spiraled out of control. Like I have like a mini like Castform shrine like right in there.
Oh, okay. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I have like little plushies that James actually sent me, and then like some of my friends would like custom paint cards for me. Like this is from one of
Oh,
my
that's
friends.
super cool. I love
Yeah,
custom cards.
name's Manny Simone,
Yeah.
and I fell in love with him. And then Ninetales, like I like to feel like I relate to like fire type Pokemon,
Yeah.
and I just like Ninetales design so much. So I was like, that's gonna be one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
So I'm currently working on completing. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm working on a Castform binder and a Ninetales binder.
That's so cool. I love that. I saw on your TikTok that you have the Pokemon Rumble Ninetales card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some of those cards, like the Pokemon Rumble cards, are really cool. Just because I like the artwork of them, like in a like tiny, all shrunken down.
Yeah, that I don't have that one. I was like looking at the artwork of the cards that I was still missing, but that
Oh,
one was adorable. I think it's like $30. So
oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to get like the cards that are like under $10 first, and then I'll move up a bracket
Yeah,
or two until eventually I have all of them.
yeah, for sure. Nice. Let's see. In your opinion, which Pokemon do you feel you resemble the most?
I resemble the most. Wow,
Like
I'm not
habits,
sure.
catchphrases, mannerisms.
Hmm,
Yeah. This one's also
based on
hardest for everyone to answer for some reason.
it's hard or
It's always the
obvious.
hardest question for everyone to answer for some reason.
Yeah, because I never like thought, oh, I'm a Pikachu.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? Um, I don't know. Based on I don't know too much about Pokemon,
Yeah,
like their personalities, because I haven't really watched the show. I watched like the Mewtwo Strikes Back movie for the first time like
yeah.
2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
But based on the personalities that I know, I'd say that I'm a little bit like Mewtwo because in
Okay.
the movie he was very like skeptical and like I wouldn't say resentful, but like very like, what's my purpose? You know, sometimes I'm
Yeah,
making
for sure.
videos. Yeah, sometimes I'm making videos and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I
Very
never wanna,
existential.
yeah, very intentional. I never want to like sacrifice my integrity for some views. I'm very much like, I'm doing this with a purpose. And I'd say that I'm a tiny bit like Zard because like sometimes I got a little attitude.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so if I had to relate my personality to some Pokemon, I'd say it's those two for now.
For now, yeah. It could always change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could evolve.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon TCG set and why?
Oh, I think I think Evolving Skies
Evolving Skies.
Modern.
Yeah,
Yeah, that set had some bangers in it.
they
I
did.
didn't open it too much because it was a huge set.
Yeah, super
I think
big.
what? Yeah, there's like 250 cards in it.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Too
I
many.
really like the artwork of the evolutions in there.
Yeah.
With some really nice stuff. And I think the alt art V Rayquaza I like more than the VMAX.
Me too. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely more dynamic and like I enjoy having the trainer in it too.
Yep.
I forgot the trainer's name. Zinnia?
I believe so.
Something.
Yeah. The dragon trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's something with a Z, but I forgot
Yeah.
the full name. um okay, we're getting down to the last of the questions. Which sealed item in your collection would you rip open if you had to?
If I had to,
Yeah. This one was one of my favorite questions I wrote for this interview because I know you have a pretty massive sealed collection.
oh, thanks for doing your research.
Of course.
I think I would probably do my Vivid Voltage booster box.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know that Rainbow Pikachu kind of went down in value, but
Yeah.
I never opened that much Vivid Voltage.
Okay.
So I would try to see if Rainbow Pikachu is in there.
Yeah. Try to hunt for the Chonky Chew.
Yeah. He might be in there. I'll never know.
You'll never know because you'll never have to open it. But we just had to know which would you open. If someone was forcing you to and they were like, I don't, but you do Vivid Voltage, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right, and this is the last question I have written down, and then I'll open the floor for you to ask me some questions because I always do it at the end of my show. What's your favorite card in your collection? Absolute favorite, could never sell it, could never trade it, could never get rid of it.
Yeah. I think my absolute favorite is probably the alt art place game because
Yeah.
I was sitting on FaceTime with my friend and he was like, I want to see you open your cards. I'm like, I'm missing out on content, but fine. And it was a Japanese mystery box. So I had
Oh,
no idea that
okay.
place came with that set. I
Yeah.
was just no card trick. Like I was just opening
Yeah.
it up
Rolling
and
through
then
it.
I saw it and my jaw dropped. I was just like,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So
That's
core memory, probably the best pull of my career. Could never
yeah.
sell. Want to grade it. Hopefully I will one day.
Yeah. I have one here. I'll show you. Have to move some of my stuff to find it.
I thought about it too. I was like, oh, should I have it close by?
It's no big deal. But where is it? I have one, and when I pulled it, I sent it off to PSA the next day. And for a while it was a pop 1, but I don't know if you can see that.
Jeez, that's a 10, right?
Yeah, if
That's
it's not as blurry, whatever. But
I
yeah,
could see that.
10. Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. That's one of my favorite cards. I want to show this slab off real quick. I just got this Politoed.
Oh,
Isn't that adorable?
yeah. Is it a hollow?
Yeah.
He's so cute.
In the case. But yeah, I just got that today in the mail. Super hyped on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you sent to be submitted to be graded?
No, I actually have a pretty fat stack of slabs that I have. And I'm trying, my goal for graded cards is to have every alt art VMAX in Japanese at a Gem Mint 10.
Nice. Yeah.
Very expensive goal too.
Yeah. Aspirations. It's
Exactly.
good to have dreams.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I have every single one except for the Duraludon alt art VMAX. That one's an 8 that came back graded. And then I don't have the evolutions, the Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon. I don't have those ones yet.
Did you want the ones in those promo boxes that were released?
I want them in Japanese. So
Yeah.
the only way to get them in Japanese was to win a tournament. And so now on eBay or like StockX or whatever you buy them from, there's like $3,000 raw.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm not going to get those anytime soon. But yeah, it's good to have dreams.
It is.
Yeah. Well, Becca, that was all the questions I had for you. Do you have any questions for me?
I do have questions for you.
All right, ask away, my friend.
So what made you start this podcast?
I wanted to start this podcast interview type show because I just really wanted to basically meet more people in the Pokemon community. That was really my main goal, was just to meet more people and sort of I don't know, shed a light on like a person's favorite creator and sort of show them like, hey, here's your favorite creator and here's some stuff you might not know about them, which is pretty cool. I've always really enjoyed, like, do you know who Nardwar is?
I don't think so.
He's from Canada. He does an interview show. I forgot what it's called. It might just be called Nardwar's Interview Show. But he interviews a lot of rap artists and a lot of musical artists. And he does really extensive research to where he'll ask them a question and they'll be like, how do you know that? That's from when I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
So I really like, yeah. So I really like doing my research on people and then just asking them questions about that kind of stuff and getting to know people in general. I've always been a people person.
Yeah, I can tell you're very personable.
Thank you. But yeah, I've always loved just getting to know people, and then I just love Pokemon, so I figured I'd connect the two and start my own interview show where I just ask questions to people.
Is there someone that you really, really want to interview one day?
When I first started, it was Frosted Caribou.
I saw you did that.
Yeah, so
I watched it. It was cute.
Yeah,
it was nice.
you.
It was nice getting to know her too. Like you said, just you know, you see them post their own videos, but it's nice to see like the other side of them, I guess you would say.
Exactly. But so when I first started, it was Frosted Caribou. And then now, do you know Alex Ketchum?
I know someone named Ketchum, but I don't think it's Alex Ketchum.
Okay. He's on TikTok. I don't know if his name is Alex Ketchum on TikTok, but it is Alex Ketchum on Instagram. But he's decently sized on TikTok. And I'm in the works of trying to get him on the show. He's another creator that I really look up to. And then maybe one day Leonhardt. That'd be super cool.
I think you can do it one day.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows?
If I see him in Dallas, I'll throw the link to your channel.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know someone who wants to interview you.
That'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate that.
Of course. And have you had like a bad interview? Like someone you were like, oh, I should have never invited them on my show.
No, not yet. Because anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned with life. Anything can happen. But no, everyone that I've had on the show, I've been really thankful that I got to know them, and I'm pretty much friends with everyone that's been on the show. And I don't know. I'm pretty thankful for everyone that I've had on the show so far.
Good. I'm glad it's been a good experience.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's really an honor to be sitting here and be interviewed about, you know, the hobby that I'm so passionate about. So thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Yeah. Did you have any other questions you wanted to close out with?
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Dude, this one's always the hardest for me because like I bounce back and forth between like the same 5 or 6 all the time.
Who are the top 5?
Top 5. I have my banner on YouTube that is my main, which would be like my team if I was a Pokemon trainer. And it's like Appleton, Cinderace, Goodra, Urshifu. I'm spacing out on the other one.
I think Urshifu has the cutest pre-evolution. Teddy Ursa is so adorable.
Yeah. And then Decidueye from
Decidueye.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd probably have those 5. And then I threw a legendary in there. Well, I mean Urshifu's a legendary, but I threw a legendary in there. I'd have Zacian on my team too, just because I played through Sword. So Sword more than Shield. So, yeah.
Nice. It's nice getting to know you too.
Thanks. Yeah. Always fun. Well, Pokéfriends, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Pokéfriends. We'll see you next time, or I guess I'll see you next time, and then maybe Rebecca will see us next time in a future episode. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully.
I'd love to have you on again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Until next time, everyone. We'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.